Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Today we have Just Jain. He has converted SIBM Pune and Narsi Monji. He scored a 231 in NMAT. He scored a 98.56 in SNAP examination. Managed to crack his interviews and get through it. So let's ask from Jain as to what was his preparation. How did he go about it? So Just, how do you feel about getting into SIBM Pune?
Hello, sir. Firstly, good evening. I feel great to get into SIBM because it was one of my dream college, and to get what you always dreamed of gives a great feeling. Be whatever it is, and once you are satisfied with the college that you get in, there's nothing that can beat that feeling. So feeling very great at this moment.
So how did you go about preparing it? And did you started with preparing for a Snap on Mat, or did you start preparing for CAD? And what was the process of preparation?
So, sir, I focused my main preparation strategy for CAT itself, and since the portion coverage was almost the same, a minor adjustments were needed when it came to giving Snap and Nmat. But the main focus was on preparing for CAT, and thus my strategy went about that itself.
So when did you start preparing for NMAT, and how did you change your preparation when you started for NMAT?
So my first NMAT was scheduled in October, 15th of October, I guess. So I had started my preparation 15 days back, where I gave five mocks in interval of 2 days each, just to get used to the speed that I'll be requiring in the exam. Because till now I had been giving CAT mocks, and to switch from CAT to NMAT mocks, basic adjustments are required. Where NMAT is more of a speed-based test, so you cannot afford to waste time and think about one question, or sit there and try and pushing around that one question. So a minor strategy changes, and to get adapted to the paper pattern, focused on mocks. No special preparations after.
Okay. Before we start, just going back. So how did you go about preparing for CAT? What was the CAT preparation when you started, and how did you go about it?
So I focused on section wise. Since my verbal was on the weaker side, I used to give more of sectional tests for verbal, and read newspapers and books as ma'am and y'all suggested. So where I felt reading was very important to bring the change in the performance of my verbal section. For cons and DILR, I used to like those sections because it involved practical sums, and where you need not read a lot or think between the lines, but see and apply various ways in which you can go about the sum, and techniques which by God's grace you taught us to look at look at questions from different point of view and getting the answers if you're stuck somewhere. So for cons and DILR, what I used to do was practice past papers and give mocks. And for verbal, I used to do reading, a lot of reading.
So what was the source of reading? And you used to read novels or articles, or what you used to read?
No, so ma'am gave us the site AL Daily, where we got all newspapers and magazines all over the world. So reading articles from various magazines, or the newspapers like New York Times, or uh, papers like those, where the vocabulary and the level of English was quite good, which used to and somewhat reflects what comes in CAT. So that gave us a good preparation base for CAT exam.
Okay. So a lot of people, find reading, not very interesting or don't find results out of it. People want immediate results. So what do you think? How much time is required to, for results to show
So and for anything to show its results, you need to give in the efforts, and it takes time. It becomes a habit over a period of time. Initially, even I found it difficult to read more than 10 minutes, or to have focused reading. When we say that in CAT we have to be focused for an hour because it's an hour long section. But initially you may not get. So I started reading for 10 minutes, then it increased to 15, and slowly I enjoyed reading, and I used to enjoy what I used to read what I enjoyed and not anything and everything. So that's how I went about it. And slowly and steadily, it becomes a habit where you start enjoying reading. Basically.
Okay. I also believe that as far as I know, you should always help others in terms of in discussion group, in WhatsApp group, in terms of answering questions and solving doubts of others. So, do you think that also helped you in your preparation?
Yes, sir. Peer study is ma- one of the plus points of joining a class where you get to learn from others and get their viewpoints as to what they are thinking about this question or how do they go about a particular question or a particular set. So it goes a long way in helping you in your preparation. Plus, you get various materials, or there are certain questions which you might not come across, and there are concepts which you might not know. And through these groups, you get to know such things also.
Mm. So now we come to NM. Any specific preparation you did for NMAT apart from writing the 5 mocks for your first attempt?
Yes, sir. I prepared the Barron's 1100 list because NM focuses a lot on vocabulary, antonyms, synonyms. So I developed my vocabulary skill set, and for that I preferred Norman Lewis and Barron's 1100 list. Apart from that, no, sir. No major changes in the preparation strategy.
Okay, so how many attempts did you give for NM?
So I gave all the three attempts.
3 attempts. And what were your scores in
Yes.
your 3 attempts?
So the first attempt I ended up scoring 202 because I got stuck in the LR section, which is the which is a major weak point if you are giving NMAT or SNAP. You cannot afford to get stuck in a situation because the time flows like you don't even know and the section's time ends. So in the first attempt I ended up scoring 202, but in the later attempt I improved on it by giving 2 3 marks and ended up scoring 231. And in the last attempt I scored 222 again.
Okay, so what made a difference from your first attempt to the second attempt? How did it, what is the major difference you find?
Sir, I knew my mistakes in the first attempt where I got stuck on a question and didn't keep check of the time. So that's where I tried focusing on in the next attempt and tried to do more guesstimates on questions that I didn't know and did not waste even 15 or 20 seconds trying to solve it. If I knew I could solve the question, I tried it, and if I thought I couldn't solve it, I guesstimated or I just marked any random option.
Okay. Just you're a BCom graduate, and usually BCom graduates find mathematics difficult. So, do you think BCom graduates are at a disadvantage when it comes to maths?
No, sir. As such, I do not feel that we are at a disadvantage when it comes to maths because we get sufficient time to prepare for what we need, the skill sets that we need to solve in the exams, and plus, so throughout from so whatever we get in NMAT or SNAP, it's just a basic extension of what we do in the school or junior college level where we are accustomed to math, where the time speed distance concept or profit and loss, geometry, all these are subjects that are taught to us throughout the schooling and then in the junior college. So I may not say that it's very difficult but if someone who's not as good in math as it's required, so a bit of practice and focused effort is enough to sail through the section.
Just so after your NMAT examination, you started preparing for CAT. So, how did your
Yes.
CAT go after that?
Sir, for my CAT exams, as sir and ma'am had suggested, I did not focus much on preparing after a period of time. For the last 20 days, I focused more on keeping myself relaxed and gave 2 3 mocks in the last 20 days. But what I did more was I analyzed the previous mocks, the mistakes that I had made, and somewhat I revised the entire portion that was required to help me go through the CAT exam. So on the CAT day, sir, so on the CAT day, the exam started, and so to my surprise, the verbal section was quite difficult, and but I kept in mind the advice that I got from ma'am. I will do, and when the paper came, I found it difficult as well. And but the given the advice that ma'am had given, so I was able to do quite well in the verbal section. But sir, and the DILR went smooth as always. It came easier than last year. But in the cons section, sir, I ended up making silly mistakes because I was overwhelmed by how my DI went, and thereby my cons section got compromised a bit.
Okay. So what was the overall percentile in the CAT exam?
So it ended up at 96.9.
Okay. After your CAT, you wrote the SNAP examination. So what changes you did to help
Yes,
prepare
sir.
you for SNAP?
Sir, as such, I did not make any changes, but one thing that I had done was I had scheduled one NMAT attempt just 3 days after my CAT and 7 days before the SNAP exam. So I did not change much of my strategy because somewhere my strategy for NMAT and SNAP was the same. But in SNAP, since we do not have sectional timing, I had pre-decided the amount of time that I will be giving to each section, keeping half an hour for buffer in the end so that I'll solve the section which is more easy. And having your preparation wise, I did not make any changes,
How
but the
was
strategy changed a bit.
Okay, how did your SNAP exam go? So on that day, how did your paper go?
So on that day, to be honest, I felt that I could have done better than looking at the paper because somewhere my LR section again, I tried not to get stuck, but then two three questions were such that they were time consuming and I could not realize it sooner. So I ended up getting stuck, but then I recovered since I had kept the half an hour buffer time. I was able to do well in the end as I pulled my paper in the verbal section, which came out to be easier than expected. So the buffer time, keeping half an hour buffer at the end, suggestions made by you, it helped a lot. So,
Okay, great. Any tips that you'd want to give to students regarding preparation for the entrance exam?
so preparations, I'll give only one tip that keep your basics strong because there's no need to solve any fancy question or Shakespeare passages to read Shakespeare passages to get through the exam. But if you do your basics well and keep your calm in the examination, you are good enough to go.
Great. So thanks, Josh. Thanks for giving the time. Got into SIBM Pune, which was your dream college. Great. And all the best for the next 2 years for your college life.